What's up, guys? Your boy, Benny. America under Joe Biden is in total and complete shambles. Literal and physical collapse. This is what it looks like in Baltimore this morning, and Baltimore's longest bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, has collapsed because a container ship slammed into it last night. There were people on the bridge. There were people in cars traveling across the bridge. It was a commuter bridge. How the hell did this happen? It was all captured on film last night, but we got to be careful here because we think this is a mass casualty event. I mean, there's no way it wasn't. Horrifying footage out of Baltimore last night as people watched live this massive bridge that connects two parts of the bay there in Baltimore together. People literally driving on this bridge when a container ship slammed into it. Have a watch.
We're right next to the Key Bridge.
What the
Like, all the people on the bridge just died, dude.
Oh my god.
Obviously, prayers up for... Goodness gracious. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, dear God. Listen, all right. So, this is a horrifying event. Is this terrorism? How the hell did this happen? Is this incompetence? Who's allowing this? How did this happen? Now is the question this morning. Rescuers scrambled to save dozens, including 20 construction workers, after Baltimore's colossal Key Bridge collapsed when a container ship crashed into it, flinging multiple cars and semi-trucks into the river amid fears of mass casualties. I don't believe we have any official numbers, but the water was really cold. Cars hit the 47-degree water in addition to 20 construction workers who were working on the bridge at the time. The workers were pouring concrete on the bridge at the time of the crash. My God. So the frigid cold waters, people are looking. They're trying to find survivors. This is particularly horrible given the fact that this bridge obviously has people traveling over it all the time. I lived in Washington, D.C. My wife's from the East Coast. We were in Baltimore all the time. My sister still lives in Baltimore. I've been on this bridge a million times. I've been on this bridge probably hundreds of times. The scale of this thing is going to be impossible to actually explain to you. This was just a monster bridge. It was 6 cars, 6 lanes, car lanes across, and the ship just smashed into it. Now, there's footage of the ship that shows what looks to be a power loss with the ship as it's driving. Have a watch. So you can see here. Okay, here we go. Let's pause it. Power loss 1. All right. Here's power loss 1. You can see the ship go dark, right? So the ship's coming in, and the ship goes dark. And that looks like the power went off on the ship. And then the ship, maybe its rudder gets stuck. Recovery, the ship comes back. There's black, thick smoke. So this looks like some type of horrible, fatal mechanical issue. Power loss number 2. Recovery. And now the ship is set its course and hits the bridge and collapses the bridge. Look at that. God, the humanity. I mean, seriously, like, it's just, I mean, again, my sister lives in Baltimore. She could have been on this bridge. Checked in with her. She could have been on this bridge. I've taken this bridge hundreds of times. This is a massive infrastructure catastrophe. Okay? There are people potentially still in the water. 20 people are now missing, according to reports. This is what it looks like this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Baltimore was already on a shoestring. Baltimore is a city that was already in total and complete collapse after single-party Democrat rule for the last 100 years. And this is not going to help. Baltimore has no city cops. Baltimore is a ghost town, effectively. They're selling homes for $1 now. They announced a program to sell homes for $1 each, the city of Baltimore. Andrew Tate saying this was cyber attacked. Lights go off. It was deliberately steered towards the bridge. Foreign agents of the USA attack digital infrastructure. Nothing is safe. Black Swan event imminent, is what Tate says. I don't know one way or the other. I mean, you can see here the cars actually traveling. Look at the cars actually traveling along the bridge. Goodness gracious. Joe Biden's America is in shambles. Total collapse. It's a huge bridge. It all went down. Baltimore Harbor shipping will be blocked for weeks or longer. The highway bridge will be out for years. This is a major blow to the economies of the mid-Atlantic states. Implications of the bridge collapse. This is going to be catastrophic for many reasons. One resident said, number one, the harbor is blocked. Number two, we're not going to get any more new car deliveries at this time. Amazon is just on the other side of the river, and you can forget your same day, next day delivery packages. The Beltway is going to be a parking lot. The tunnels are going to be over jammed. Oof. Yes, I mean, the traffic was already really, really bad in that area. And now you have a mass casualty event with the bridge coming down. Critical Drinker says, how the hell do you crash a ship into a massive structure like that? Didn't they see it coming? Yes, they did. There was some type of catastrophic mechanical problem with the boat, with the container ship. The collapse of the Key Bridge means that Baltimore port will be unusable for many months. It's the 13th most important port for foreign trade. The economic impact on the city, which is already plagued by social misery and violent crime, will be huge. That's right. Get out of Baltimore if you can. So this is the bridge. This is the map break. And this is Baltimore Harbor, where there is a considerable amount of business and economy. But Baltimore was already a third world hellscape. POV, your president is Joe Biden. Yes, exactly. Goodness. So this is obviously making international news. Mass casualty event in a state of emergency has been declared in the state of Maryland. America under Joe Biden. We pray for the victims here. We are sorry this happened, but there are consequences to bad actions, right? Nobody, obviously, not a single person that deserves to be on a bridge and have it collapse because of something like this. But we have been saying this on a larger scale. We have been saying this for a very long time, whether it's Boeing or whether it's like the FAA, like these psychotic mandates that come from our government, and DEI, and not having people be hired based on their competency, having people be hired based on their skin color or quota filling, is going to lead to a horrible disaster. People will die. People will die. Something horrible is about to happen, and now something has happened. We've been the man calling out in the wilderness for a very long time, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what the official story is on this. I don't know, man. It's plausible. It looks like a cyber attack. It looks like somebody attacked this ship. Ships go in and out of here, by the way. If you've ever been on this bridge, there are like 1 billion ships every single day going in and out. Container ships going in and out of this bridge all the time. So what happened here? Clearly, this ship lost power and was in total crisis and was steered towards the bridge. Something happened where the ship was steered towards the bridge. Total and complete catastrophe. We pray for the victims, families, and survivors. Ladies and gentlemen, be smart out there. Bad policies have horrible consequences. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.